Hey guys, my name is Bando, this is Brexit Bando, and unfortunately it's just one of those videos where I talk and you watch me badly playing video games. So, we have Heresy 3.0 up for pre-order in about 2 or 3 days, and we've had some massive leaks of the rules. Now I covered a lot of these in a very high overview in the last video, where I just looked at the table of contents, or the list of units that are going to be in there. Now, more has leaked since then, and it turns out that the promise from Games Workshop that there are no wholesale changes to the game, well, they were just lying. And shock horror, I know. And it turns out that basically Heresy got the 10th edition treatment. Wildly reducing units and what you can take on those units, coupled with some of the silliest editorial mistakes that should have been picked up in the first round of editing unless they were intentional. For example, Gorgon Terminators don't have their combi bolters. So this video is going to be very different. I've thought all day, sort of, what can I do to make a video tonight? And I thought, oh, you know, the best thing I could possibly do is, given how polarized the community is, not particularly, I mean, it's definitely leaning heavier into the we're not happy camp. But I thought the best thing I could do is possibly go through my armies, my units, my models, and just see from the rules that I can see what's no longer usable. Well, I gave up after I got 2 trays full of minis and realised that I can't play 3rd edition. Huge swathes of my minis and my armies have been gutted because someone on a spreadsheet has decided that it's financially better for them to only allow us to buy what they make, rather than going, hey, make this and do it yourself, buy 2 box sets and build a model. Just because they're so unfathomably jealous of the minuscule amount of money a third party might make if they don't cater to every single option. Spoiler alert, now they're going to cater an awful lot more from them. I've lost veteran squads from 3 armies because they were filled with close combat weapons. I have lost an entire 10-man unit of Gorgon Terminators. 3 or 4 Forge Lords who can no longer be used. 2 Primus Medicaes. A Pathfinder who now I have absolutely no interest in finishing the model for, so he's going to get pulled apart again. A unit of Terminators that is on my painting desk right at this moment, literally 3 inches away from me. 4 out of the 5 guys are now equipped illegally. The Forge Lord for my Iron Warriors that I am currently painting, pointless. All I am going to say is that if you are looking at getting into the Horus Heresy, do not let this edition dissuade you. You should still be an active member of the Horus Heresy community. But you shouldn't play 3rd edition. And in fact, there is no reason to play 3rd edition. You could play 2nd edition. It's complete. You have all of the rules. You can buy them now, all on eBay, relatively cheap, or find them online for free. You could play 1st edition. The rules are a bit more expensive because the quality was higher. You could play 1-page rules and homebrew your own Heresy rules for it. There's a huge community of 1-page rules players out there. You do not have to buy the models from Games Workshop. You do not have to buy the rules from Games Workshop. It's never been clearer to me that they are the worst thing about this hobby. The worst thing for this hobby. Everything they do, literally everything Games Workshop does for this hobby, is now done better and cheaper by the community itself. We make better models, write better rules. I've read better fluff. I've seen better artwork. There are companies out there making considerably better paints, brushes, terrain. Dice. You can buy cheaper and better dice. They cater towards the things that people want. There are companies out there making merchandise, mugs, dice, banners, hoodies, hats. All things that people want because they clearly sell. Games Workshop won't touch it. They are doing a Disney. They exist because they're too big to fail in this pond. They are this is the thing. They are the big fish in a very, very small pond, and they are desperately trying to hop out of that pond and into the ocean that is licensing. And they will learn very, very quickly how small a fish they actually are. I don't care how much money they make in the UK. Compared to international companies, compared to the corporations that handle media in general, they are nothing. And I'm really hoping that the community backlashes a little bit. I do. Not violently. I don't want violence. I don't want abuse. I don't want people swearing at each other. I don't want snotty emails sent to each other. I don't want people, busting up over things. I don't want friendships to end. But I hope the company takes a colossal financial hit. And I know they probably won't, because there's going to be enough people out there who are fine. They're happy with this. They've got no issue with being treated like this. I don't understand them. I'm not one of them. I could never be one of them. I don't understand why they're okay with it. But fine. But at this point, the best thing for the Heresy is for it to die. It really is. It is clear that the passionate people at Games Workshop are gone. They're not there anymore. There'll be some people who are passionate, but they're not the people who built this hobby into what it is. These aren't the people who you'd read White Dwarfs about in the 90s. These guys that built this thing up from the ground. No. They have been replaced wholesale with asset managers and performance charts and KPIs and sales targets. That's all that's there now. There's no heart, no soul, no passion. You don't see new artwork particularly. It's very rare. You don't see many, tiny bits of fluff in codexes. It's all regurgitated stuff now. Reused artwork for the covers. The page counts are down, lower and lower and lower every single time, and the prices keep going up. And I'm not saying to people quit the hobby. I'm actually saying the complete opposite. Hobby better, hobby bigger, hobby louder. Drown Games Workshop out. Get everyone you know who's into this hobby and show them all the alternatives. Show them that they can buy their paint racks online from third-party companies, their terrain, they can buy their paints, their brushes, their spray paint, their models. Everything can be provided by someone else, and they rely on the fact that they have a walled garden, a closed ecosystem that no one else seems to look over the walls from. And as soon as you look over those walls and you see the great white clouds outside and the green flowing grass of what is the rest of the wargaming hobby, they think, oh no, you're a problem now. You're at the end of the hobby trumpet. We should push you out of the hobby. Good, push. We'll jump. Geronimo. But take as many of your friends with you. Make bulk orders on paints. Expose them to other companies. Show them TT Combat, Scale 75, Army Painter, MIG, Pro Acryl, AK, Vallejo, all of them. Get them out there using different paints. Show them that they don't need to buy green stuff from Games Workshop. They can buy it online cheaper. Don't buy your sand and your basing materials from Games Workshop. Get them off eBay for next to nothing. Buy Vallejo mud in a pot, or dry baked earth, or all these other basing textures in a tub the size of your head for the price you'd buy a tiny pot from GW. Be the messenger for the signal that cripples them. Because it's clear they don't want you. They don't want you to have your game which is complex. They don't want you to have your game where you get the choice to kit bash the models how you want to build them. No, you will play by their rules how they want. So take your ball, that is your money, and go home. I have decided I probably will not be buying Heresy 3.0. I don't think I will be bothered. I was worried a little bit this month. How am I going to have the money to afford it? I'm not, because I'm not going to buy it. I don't think I want to now. I'm still going to make Heresy content. I'm still going to be a big voice, or the biggest voice I can be. I'm not a big voice, I'm a very, very small channel. But I'm going to be a loud voice, and I'm going to be a voice that explains to you hobbyists, and new hobbyists especially, all the ways you can make your hobby experience better without involving Nottingham. We owe them nothing. All the people who brought the magic, all the people who did everything fun, who put all the work in, they're gone. Long gone. They're literally dying of old age now. They've gone off and founded their own companies. You know, they're out there making Xeogenesis and Bolt Action and I think Slay and, you know, all of those Saga, all those different war games. They're not the same people. They're not the quality that they used to be. There's not the passion. So the shareholders can take this one on the chin. I don't care. And I know this is a really depressing, miserable video, and I apologise. I'd love to have a really happy, cool video. But, you know, being someone on the spectrum, and this is my hyperfixation and my thing, when it starts getting screwed up, it makes me incredibly angry and uncomfortable. Like, I get why, you know, us Aspie types are often portrayed as screaming and throwing fits, because it's how it feels inside. And I know how stupid that sounds, because I'm just enough on the spectrum to know how far I am on the spectrum, and it sucks. I want to stay in this hobby because I love my community. I love the guys and girls who watch these videos. I love talking to you guys. I love seeing your work. I love sharing my work with you. But I'm sick and tired of being treated so badly by this company. And I'm not burning my armies. I'm not throwing my toys out the pram. I'm staying here. I'm just not giving them any more of my money. So thanks for listening, guys. I apologise. This is probably a really terrible video. But thanks if you're still here. And if you are, and you have made it all the way to the end, why don't you write sparkling in the comments, just so I know you're here. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.